Hey guys, it's Heidi with the Shimmerz Education team, and today we are going to be using a really cool technique to create textured and dimension and backgrounds using gesso and Shimmerz paints. I used it on a canvas pillow cover to make myself a bag, but you can use this method on paper, metal, fabric, canvas, just about anything that you want to, and I just think it adds a lot of interest and it's a lot of fun to do. So let's get started.
So I have my canvas pillow cover here, and as you can see, I've just had it folded. Here's the flap to insert the pillow, but this is with the flap. This is how it's going to look closed, and then we'll add some kind of little either Velcro or some other kind of attachment to keep it clasped. So what I have out right now is I have all the colorings out that I wanted to use. I really wanted this to be a bright looking bag. So I have colorings in Lime into Coconut, in Mon Cherie, Mandarin Mai Tai, Rolling in the Hay, My Bleeding Heart, oh, and I forgot to grab one. One of my favorites, No Yoking. So I'm going to use these, and what you're first going to just want to do, I wanted to first get some color down on this, but I don't want it to bleed onto the inside, so I want you to take something and stuff it inside the pocket so it's not bleeding all the way through to the back side, because we're going to end up coloring on that as well. I'm going to put a plastic bag on the inside. I'm just going to insert this into the pocket so it's into the corners, the four corners here, and you're going to have a little bit of color that might saturate through, but the bulk of it will be covered then. And so you just fold that flap over. Okay, and so just push down on the bag and we'll get that all flattened out. Okay, and then I'm going to start with my lightest color first. Okay, now I'm going to take some gesso and I'm going to kind of squirt it onto my bag here. And I'm going to use a foam brush and I'm going to kind of spread it. I want it kind of thick here because I'm going to stamp and try to leave an impression into the bag. And it just gives this bag a little bit of texture. And we'll probably do this in a couple of places. See, here I have this, and I'm going to once again going to use my Donna Downey stamp. Let's see. I think I'm going to use it right here. I'm going to press down really hard. Okay. And then pull up. Okay. And now we have an impression right there. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more gesso. I'm going to do it kind of down here and then a little bit up here. Kind of got off the little bit crazy there for a second. Okay, and I want you to just do it messy. Messy, messy, messy. I know, it's always messy, isn't it? And we'll clean up the edge there in a second, but apply it just like that. And I want to get down here in the edge too. I think with a little bit more thickness down here. Okay. Okay, set that aside for a second, and I'm going to use that same stamp, and I'm going to put it off to the side here this time. Push again really hard. You want to leave a good impression in there, and then pull it up. So we have a little bit more texture. And then I think I need a little bit of a spot right down in here. So I'm going to, let's see, let's use that. Press down. Okay, so we have some of those leaves, and then you want to wash the gesso off of your foam stamp. Okay, now I'm going to add a little bit of pink stiletto and colorings because it doesn't have quite enough oomph of color. So I'm just going to kind of spritz, and you'll see that it's going to kind of sit up on that gesso a bit, which I just think is really awesome. Okay, then wipe that down, of course. Okay, now I'm going to pop out the letters just a little bit if I can, and we'll see if this works. I'm going to use Carrot Top and Pearls first to bring in some of the orange that's in the bag. I'm going to stir it up. Oh, the pearls are some of my favorite colors. They're beautiful. And I'm going to actually use some of the color not exactly in the place that you're seeing the orange, because I think that would just end up blending in, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the orange down here to highlight some of these letters.